What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Menace, and today we are coming in with a banger of a video, a true hoot and a holler. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the motherfuck in. You know what? I know that I didn't post this Monday. Okay, I know I didn't post this Monday, and I know y'all are gonna come at my motherfucking throats, being like, Menace, how did you, of all content creators, not post on 4 fucking 20? Here's the story, okay? This video is the story of 420, April 20th, 2026. Let's jump right in. Wake up, okay? Fresh 8 o'clock in the morning. Y'all be sitting here telling me fucking that 8 o'clock in the morning is not a decent time to wake up. Go fuck yourselves, okay? While all the adults are out there fucking having a grand old time, fucking going to work and shit. No, fuck that, okay? I wake up every day 8 o'clock on the dot. You feel me? And that's the time I get out of bed. Now, I sometimes wake up at about a 7:30-ish. But you know what? On this fateful fucking day, I woke up at 7:30, got out of bed at 8 o'clock. I was fucking bumping, okay? 10:13 or some shit rolls around, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta sit down. I gotta record a video for the channel. It's 420. Let's do it. And because it's 420, I gotta get stoned. And so what I was planning on making was this fucking character tier list of who I would fucking want to have blunt rotations with, right? Who would I want to have a roto with? In trash, we got fucking Darth Vader, shit like that. You feel me? Adolf Hitler. In fucking S tier, we got Snoop Dogg. So I digress. Fucking sitting here, and I got fucking stoned. It's 10:13 in the morning. I got a little anxious. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I got a little paranoid. I was home alone. Fucking, I was high at 10:13 in the morning. I just felt like something bad was gonna happen. You feel me? I don't really know what, but I just felt it. I just felt it in my bones. So I stopped midway through, and I was like, you know what? I'll just take a shower. Fucking wait for my meds to kick in. Whatever the fucking case may be. Um, and so I was texting the homies, I'm like, what's the move tonight? Okay, it's 420. G-Funk has to work. She's got school and then work. Who the fuck am I hanging out with, right? I text up Walter. He's up in Beloit, Wisconsin. Fucking, he's like, I'm busy, or not that he's busy. He just didn't want to come down because gas prices are so fucking high right now. And then I'm texting Nick. Nick's fucking busy with some military bullshit. Text Christian. Christian's sick. Bro was sick on 420. That's kind of fucked up, not gonna lie. So whatever the fucking case may be, I text Brad, and I'm like, what's going on, my brother? He's like, Soldier Boy is playing at our local town, and a couple towns away. He's like, I'm going to that concert. But if I can't get into the concert, he's like, I'm down to, chill out and vibe on 420. I'm like, you know what? Fucking bet. I am so down for that. So whatever the case may be, um, I was kind of fucking sitting here depressed. It's my second favorite holiday of the fucking year, okay? It goes Halloween, 420, then Christmas, okay? I could give a fuck about the rest of them, okay? I'm not a father, I'm not a mother, and I ain't Jesus. I didn't risen on the third fucking day. I can give a fuck about the rest of the holidays, okay? I just use it as a day off. But Halloween, 420, and Christmas, I better not be alone on those three fucking holidays. Those are core holidays. Whatever the case may be, I'm sitting here and I'm fucking alone on 420. I'm like, yo, all my fucking friends are busy. No one's hitting me up. No one's being like, let's do a smoke sesh. No one's inviting me to anything. So I was kind of down in the fucking dumps, you feel me? And so I text Walter and I'm like, yo, how much money could I give you for gas money to come down and spend 420 with me? And he's like, honestly, bro, with how expensive gas prices are, he's like, if you throw me a 20, I will guaranteed come down. And now, to preface this motherfucker was also alone on 420 up in Beloit, Wisconsin. And so he was sending the group chat fucking videos of him just throwing back shots. So then that's when I decided to text him saying how much, to come down. He said $20. And so I fucking call his ass and I'm like, are you good to drive? I do not support drinking and driving on this channel. I do not support high driving on this channel. Do I do it? Sometimes if necessary, but I really try my hardest not to. Okay. But drinking and driving, I do not support that shit. I'm like, are you good to drive? He's like, yeah, man, I'll be fine. I drive for a living. So you know what? That was all the fucking convincing that I needed. So whatever the case may be, this fucking guy hops in his car and he starts heading down, okay? At the same time that he starts heading down is the same time that Brad texts me saying, "Yo, they're not taking my money at the door. I guess you had to have pre-reserved tickets and you had to pay online." He's like, "Bunch of bullshit, okay? Fucking bunch of bullshit." He's like, "Can you come pick me up and I'm down to hang out with you?" I was like, "Yeah, but listen, there's a little bit of a caveat." Okay, this caveat is the fact that Walter is gonna be here. I'm like, "Are you down to hang out with Walter?" He's like, "I don't give a fuck. The more the merrier. It's 4 fucking 20." So I'm like, "Bet that shit. Bet that shit." Okay? Because those two friend groups really don't mix and mingle quite a lot. Okay? A couple times here and there, but I hang out with Walter, with me, Walter, Nick sometimes, G-Funk sometimes, and fucking then I hang out with, Brad and his Sam and Big D fucking. So these friend groups really don't coincide. But Walter has been asking me for fucking months at this point, ladies and gentlemen, months. Probably since I moved into this new house. He's like, "Can we please hang out with Brad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I mean, like it's one of those where he's just always sort of busy or whatever the fucking case may be, but that was not the truth, ladies and gentlemen. The truth is that because Walter likes to get so fucking fucked up that Brad doesn't really fuck around with that shit, right? He doesn't really like, hanging out with people who can't handle their smoke. There's a difference between a lightweight and a medium weight who tries to be a heavyweight. Does that make sense? There's a big difference there. I am a lightweight, okay? I know that I'm a 1 to 2 hits max. You will never see me clearing out a whole fucking bull pack out of the bong fucking just because for the shits and giggles of it. And so that's where me and Walter differ. And so that's why I was always kind of a little skeptical to bring Walter around Brad, for the most part. And so when Brad texts me, he's like, "I don't give a fuck. More the merrier. It's 420." I'm like, "Fuck yeah." So I'm like, "Okay, let me go notify Walter." Hang up with Brad. Call Walter. I'm like, "Yo, I am about to make your 420 dreams come true." He's like, "Okay, hit me." I'm like, "Brad's coming to the function." He's like, "Ooh, bet that shit. Bet that shit." He's like, "I even have a little something for y'all." I'm like, "What? What do you got?" He's like, "Have you ever smoked hash?" I'm like, No, no, I have never. I have never once smoked hash." I'm like, That's I only know about hash because of Trailer Park Boys, ladies and gentlemen. I don't fucking even know what that shit really is. I know it's like keef, but then like compressed together. Whatever the case may be, he's like, "I'm driving down with some hash." I'm like, "Oh shit, bet." Me and Brad both have carts. And so he's like, "I'm about 40 minutes away." I'm like, "Okay, that's chilling." I hop in my car and I start going to drive and pick up Brad. And I'm heading there, whatever. And I smoked a little bit before this, so I'm not tweaking, but I'm feeling good. Okay, the music is musicking. The fucking golden hour is golden. You feel me? And so I'm driving into this other town where Soldier Boy's playing and shit. And I'm like, "What's happening? What's going on?" You feel me? Pick him up, dap him up. He's like, "Yo, can we go get a little bit of something to bite to eat?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's not a problem." We go over to McDonald's. He fucking gets what he got. He was a fat ass. This motherfucker got a chocolate shake, a large chocolate shake, fucking two double cheeseburgers, and a 20 piece. Ate it before we even made it home. Whatever the case may fucking be, we end up pulling back to my house. Fucking Walter's already there. Walter comes to my house all the time, so he basically has a motherfucking key at this point. Okay, this motherfucker just walks in. And so whatever the case may be, Walter's sitting there and we all dap each other up and we're all like, "Yo, let's go smoke some hash." And so we go outside, through my sliding door and shit, and we all pack a fucking bowl of some hash. Now, it's important to note that me and Brad have never seen hash before. Like, we don't really know what that shit is. Like, we know what it is, but we don't really know. And so when Walter pulls out this fucking brown baggie, a little Ziploc baggie, and it looks like it has a bunch of coffee in it, we're just like, what? This is weed? Like, where's the green? Where's the purple? Like, there's certain colors that your fucking weed can be, okay? Brown is not one of them. But whatever the case may fucking be, he opens up this bag. He's like, just smell it. And I'm expecting that, that skunk smell, right? The smell of Shaggy and Scooby's van, okay? That fucking earth smell. And when I smell it, it smells like straight up cow shit. And by the look of it, I literally look over at Walter and I'm just like, is this fucking cow shit? He's like, no, dude, like my buddy hooked me up with this. He's like, I got it for free. I'm like, this is a lot of hash to be getting for free. I don't really know if this is hash, but you know what? Whatever. We're all certified stoners. It's 420. If there is a time to be smoking hash, it's today, ladies and gentlemen. Give me one moment so I could take a fucking nick rip. And we're back. So whatever the fucking case may be, this motherfucker, he's like, yeah, let's pack it up. He packs up this bowl of hash. We go outside. Brad's skeptical. Brad is the most skeptical motherfucker when it comes to weed. Like, if I don't get a cart from a plug that he knows by fucking government name, if he doesn't know this plug's social security number, he don't fucking trust it. Which is like low key kind of smart, but at the same time, he is a very skeptical motherfucker, okay? So he takes one hit of this hash, and he's like, I got my cart. I know my cart's fucking gonna get me faded. He's like, whatever. You know, fucking Walter hits it, cool. I hit it, cool. Me and Walter both go, like, I go twice, he just finishes the bull pack. And whatever the case may be, we're all feeling pretty good. I mean, whatever. And, you know, we're like, let's not just hang out at my fucking house all day. Like, that's gonna be boring, Let's go out and do something. So we're like, let's just go walk to Dairy Queen. And so we fucking not get dressed. I mean, we weren't naked, but we put on our shoes and we fucking start walking to Dairy Queen. And Dairy Queen's not a far walk from my house, maybe a 15-25 minute walk, somewhere in that time scale. And so we get to Dairy Queen and we're kind of like, well, okay, we're gonna go to get Dairy Queen, eat our Dairy Queen, then what? Walk back to the house? I'm like, that's kind of stupid. I'm like, let's just keep walking. So we walk to like the town center, we fucking, like the little like public part of fucking, the town, you feel me? We start walking around and we're just laughing, joking, having a fucking blast and shit. Whatever the case may fucking be, all of a sudden, fucking, we're like, we're not done walking. We want to keep walking. Let's go walk to like the big park that's by. Now, it's important to note that where the town center is and where this park was it probably a good mile and a half, 2 mile fucking walk. But you know what? We're stoned. We're delinquents. It's fucking 420. We're gonna go on a nice little walk. And Walter said that there was this that like punching thing, like that punching bag at like arcades where like the fucking like punching bag like drops down and you gotta hit it as hard as you can. So Walter's like, yeah, they just imported one, and he's like, it's pretty sick. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's walk there. And so we start walking, and we're all just talking, shooting the shit, smoking up on these fucking carts, smoking up on our vapes and shit. Whatever the case may be, we get all the way through the fucking cemetery, through the middle school. We end up at the fucking park. You feel me? And we walk up this massive ass hill to get to this punching machine. It was not the punching machine that me and Brad had in mind. It was like a timed, like, you had to hit all the different parts at one time in a sense. Kind of like what is that fucking thing called? A Simon, where it's like red, red, blue, blue, red, blue. You feel me? I don't really know how else to fucking describe it minus that, but whatever the case may be. So we're all like, yeah, bet. We all start doing it. We go round for round. And then Brad's like, you know what? I want to go home. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's chilling. I'm like, Walter, are you good to drive? And he's like, yeah, totally. And we're like, okay, cool. So we start walking back, and it's a fucking hike. I'm not even trying to lie, but Walter took us through this fucking little back way that, like, literally got us home, I think, in like 20 minutes. Like, it wasn't even that bad. Okay. The same amount of time it took us to walk from my house to Dairy Queen, he got us back home, which was kind of fucking insane given where the two places, where the park is in relativity to my house, Took us a fucking 20-minute walk. Whatever the case may be, we get back to the house, we grab some water, we hop in fucking Brad or in Walter's car. We drop off Brad, whatever. And fucking me and Walter were just shooting the shit on our way back to the house. And he's like, yo, can I crash at your place? I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm like, but I am going to go to bed here pretty soon because I got work tomorrow. He's like, okay, bet. We come back to my house and we turn on the new episodes of Smiling Friends. We sit here laughing, getting more stoned, whatever the case may be. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to bed. And then he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go home at this point. He's like, why would I just stay? He has a house down here. He's like, why would I stay if I could just go home? I'm like, okay, bet. Dap him up. I go upstairs, crash out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys appreciated this video, please like and subscribe. And drop a comment down below. If you fucking, you know what? I want to hear what you guys were doing on 4/20/2026. Okay, I want to hear what the fuck y'all were doing. Okay, let me know down in the comments. I appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.